It is a hot summer day. You step inside, and cool air wraps around you. For almost all of human history, that escape did not exist. No air conditioning, no ice, no fan humming in the corner. Just you and the heat. 100,000 years ago, your ancestors lived out on the open savanna of Africa. By midday, the sun was brutal, the ground baked, the air shimmered. There was nowhere to plug in and nowhere to hide. Heat like that can kill a modern human in a matter of hours. So how did they survive it every single day for thousands of years? The answer is strange. Their greatest cooling machine was not something they built. It was their own body. Look at your skin right now. It is covered in millions of tiny holes called sweat glands. You have around 2 million of them. Almost no other animal on Earth sweats the way you do. It is one of our true hidden superpowers. When you start to overheat, those glands push water out onto the surface of your skin. As that water evaporates, it carries the heat away with it. Your whole body becomes a living radiator. On a hot day, a working human can pour out more than a liter of sweat in a single hour. And here is the second trick. Somewhere far back in our past, we lost almost all of our fur. Their skin lets that sweat evaporate fast, straight into the air. A thick coat of fur would trap the heat instead. Think of a dog on a hot day. It can barely sweat at all. All it can really do is pant in the shade. A horse, a lion, an antelope. None of them can shed heat the way a sweating, hairless human can. This handed our ancestors an almost unfair advantage. They could keep moving long after everything else had to stop. And they turned that one advantage into the oldest hunting trick in the world. It is called the persistence hunt, and its secret weapon was the heat itself. A hunter would choose a single antelope and simply begin to follow it. Not sprinting, just steady, patient walking. The antelope bolts away, fast and far. Then it has to stop, panting hard, just to cool itself down. But the human never stops. Sweating, breathing, walking. Always coming closer. Again, the animal runs. Again, it is forced to rest. And each time, the hunter quietly closes the gap. Hour after hour, under the noon sun, the animal slowly overheats. Until, at last, it simply cannot stand. Our ancestors did not run away from the heat. They learned how to win inside of it. But the body was only half the story. The other half was being clever. They followed the shade like a slow tide, drifting with it as the sun crossed the sky. In the worst hours of the day, they did exactly what the lions do. They rested. They waited it out. They saved their hardest work for dawn and for dusk, when the air finally turned kind again. Whenever they could, they slipped into caves. Deep stone stays cool all year round. The very first natural air conditioning. They built their camps near water. A river or a lake was a place to drink, to soak, and to cool the blood. Some of them likely smeared their skin with mud, the way elephants still do, to block the burning sun. Their shelters were light and open, simple frames of branches that let the evening breeze pass straight through. And their bodies themselves had been shaped by the heat. Tall and lean, a form that sheds warmth quickly. Dark skin, rich in melanin, shielded them from the punishing ultraviolet light pouring down from above. They carried a map in their minds. They knew every spring, every shadow, every cool hollow in the land. Every part of them, inside and out, was tuned for one single purpose: outlasting the sun. Now stop and think about this for a moment. That very same cooling system is running inside of you right now. Every drop of sweat on a hot day is a piece of technology 100,000 years old. We finally built machines to escape the heat. But long before that, we were already built to outlast it. Outlasting the sun